Welcome to the UBS Investor Forum for 2015. We're sitting down with some of the best investors in the world to discuss the risks and opportunities for the year ahead.
The ECB is simply way behind the curve, and their policies have been far too little and far too late.
Dollar-euro is going to be a positive for European corporates, but I think the domestic economy is going to be a big negative for European corporates.
If in fact you're going into another year where we'll be lucky to get 1%, probably well below 1% growth, we might have slower growth in the Eurozone next year than they had this year, then that's not a year which bund yields are going anywhere.
I simplistically think that currency trends, once they really establish themselves, they stay for a very long time. And I'm not predicting the dollar's going to go up in a straight line or anything like that, but I think that's the single most important question on the exam paper.
There's no wage pressures at all, commodity prices are weak, and net debt remains very high in most places. I think the outlook for inflation is very muted.
What is necessary to drive the rise in wages? Well, it's going to be credit growth and formation of new businesses, which account for 60% of new employment.
Key question is, when do commercial banks take up the baton in this relay race?
I think there are two cycles. There's the business cycle and there's the credit cycle. You might call the second one the financial cycle. And I don't think that we are very far into a financial cycle anywhere.
I think Glenn Stevens of the Reserve Bank of Australia gave some sensational speeches, in particular when he said, well, I've led the horse to water, what more can I do? It's now over to you. Go and employ people and spend some money.
We're all used to the business cycle dictating asset prices. And what's really changed since the Great Recession is the fact that the only cycle I think that matters now is monetary policy cycle. So in that sense, I think we're somewhere in the middle in the US, and I would expect more volatility. And I think in Europe and Japan, we're still at the beginning, although it's been a very long beginning.
How long before people start talking about QE4?
We just started talking about it here. Thank you for watching, and best wishes for the year ahead.